Shalom. Hebrews, Hebrews, and no in between. He said, and no in between.
No in between.
Hebrews and Hebrews, no in between. Bro, that's a shirt. Say Hebrews, Hebrews, no in between. That's a shirt. Shalom, brothers and sisters. Let some y'all more y'all get in the chat, man. How y'all Hebrews and Hebrews been doing? I know for me on my day off, this is all it is for us. It ain't a New Year's. Hey, y'all, happy day off. Thank you, Most High, for giving us a day off of captivity.
I'm telling you. Happy non-picking cotton day.
Happy non-picking cotton day. For real.
Yeah.
Thank the Most High for letting us get off of work, man. God damn.
Shalom, everyone.
Shalom, Mouse Easy. For real. Let us get off work, man. Shit.
And they give seem like they give you the fastest day off.
Mm-hmm.
They be fine, bro.
Let's see. Ain't it, man? It's almost dark already. Shit. 1 o'clock dark.
Good.
Esau crafty as hell.
Mm-hmm. Shalom, Brother Bam.
Shalom. Shalom. Come on up here, Brother Bam. It'd be good to see you. Especially if y'all work, come on through, man. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, we're gonna go into that. Today we're gonna go into the spirit of Christianity. You know, I be seeing this like this new trend thing on the timeline, man. You know, and I'm just really kind of thankful, you know, that I've been working hard, man. Obviously, Hood been holding it down on them Tuesdays, man. But I go to Captain Yahri. I got to give him my Monday back, man.
You got the light over there?
Yes, the light over. Thanks.
It's just went up.
Yeah. We been holding it down, man. On that Monday, man, you know, Captain Benaniyah, Captain Yahri been holding it down on the Sabbath. Man, it's just good to be back in the building, man. It just put a better spirit on you.
Cool.
Yeah, I want you to type this into your I want you to type that into your laptop. Your laptop, yeah.
The doctrine of the what's the name?
Yeah, just type that in there. Because we're gonna go in there, we're gonna read that later on. But just have it in the chamber, you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Because the thing is, we got to make sure that we like you say, man, you know, being in the right spirit. But yeah, what I was saying is that Shalom, Big Con out. I know a lot of time, you know, to be the last minute.
What you got right there?
No, take that.
KJVO.
Yep. Because they dumb it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's it. That's it, man.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I know Hebrews said we probably doing Capt 101 today, so y'all want to come up here early. That's cool too. Cause after class, I'm probably going to Capt 101. See what I do. Man, I'm telling you, you got to be You got to be in a good spirit, man, or in the right spirit, especially to keep that fight going, man. And you get hugged out at the job,
Right.
getting hugged out at the world in the world, trying to keep you away from the congregation. But the Lord always make a way, man.
Yeah,
You gotta be thankful for what you can get, man. A lot of times we don't be thankful for the things that we get. We don't see past some of our errors, because sometimes pride gets in the way because how we feeling. We never let the pride get in the way, man. I always stay focused on what the Lord and the task that He got us in, man, and just build on that mode, man. We can learn to build on our tasks. We can learn to build on our growth. When we learn to build on our growth, we can learn to build on our endurance, right? And that's what it's going to take for us to get to the kingdom. We got to have the endurance to make it there. So, first precept we going into today. Let's say, like I say, the name of the class today is called Spirit of Christianity. I used to say, man, I'll praise to the Most High for letting us even be here today, man. Just even, that's why I say you off work, man. You might on here do a class, man. You ain't been in, I ain't get chance, I ain't did no Sabbath class, man. Shoots. Been a minute though. Even though it's not a Sabbath class, but I'm gonna touch some. I'm gonna go a little bit, but we'll see.
Touch it like a Sabbath class.
Yeah, we'll see. First precept we going into today is Isaiah chapter 7. Isaiah chapter 7. Everybody should know why Isaiah chapter 7 going. What's Isaiah chapter 7 going into? If you don't know, soon you make it there, you be like, dang, that's what I know what it's going into. Yeah, Isaiah chapter 7, that's a heavy chapter too. So we're going to Isaiah chapter 7, and it was something else in there that I wanted, but let me see. Oh, yeah. Isaiah chapter 7, we're going to start at verse 10. Shalom, shalom. See? Let's go.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 7, verse 10. Moreover, the Lord spake again unto Ahaz, saying. So he spoke to King Ahaz, and he was giving him some. He was giving Ahaz the insight about who? About Yahushua. And the coming of Yahushua, right? But in the coming of Yahushua, we got to understand on how, like you say, in the coming of Yahushua, we do got to still understand that there was a lot of stuff supposed to happen before Yahushua came, right? And it's gonna be there was a lot of stuff that was happening when he made it, and it was a lot of stuff that was happening after he left. And within all those time frames, we got to think about Christianity came in after. If Christianity came in really before Christ, but Christianity came in heavier after Christ. That's when you go into Paul's writing, and a lot of our people get stirred away, right? Well, a lot of people get stirred away. Make sure. There's something here I want. But let's read on. Verse 11. Ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God. He said, ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God. Read. Ask it either in the depth or in the height above. He said, ask it in the depth or in the height above. This is what the Spirit is asking. Ahaz said, ask for a sign. Telling them, let's ask for a sign, right? Read on. But Ahaz said, I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord. You see how they go? So Ahaz said, I'm not finna ask for no sign, because I'm not finna be trying to tempt the Lord. Right? Because he already knew the mission of what Christ was supposed to do, because it was coming down the pike. Right? Shalom, shalom, brothers and sisters in the chat, man. So this thing was coming down the pike that basically us keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and us, not just us keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, but it was also us keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, and us coming back to having our king back, because we did not have our king at one point, right? Which we already know there was we didn't have a king, but the Lord knew our spirit that we needed the king. That's why when even like I say, it was things that were supposed to happen with Christ coming back, and it was also things was coming back before Christ. It was things supposed to be happening. So when Christ came back, he set things in order, but he also when the king set things in order, he left provisions and he left things back for us to have understanding. Let's go to Ecclesiastes right quick. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 4. We're going to read verse 1.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 1. So I return and consider all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
So he said he returned to see all the oppressions that were done upon the sun. Why were we why were we being oppressed? This is why we was being oppressed from the beginning. Let's go to what's that? Yeah, okay. Let me see.
Like Deuteronomy 28:15?
Nah. Go to Judges chapter 21 right quick. We coming back. This is why the oppressions that came upon us. Judges chapter 21, verse 25.
The book of Judges, chapter 21, verse 25.
Yep.
In those days, there was no king in Israel.
So he said, in those days, there was no king in Israel, right? Read.
Every man did that which was right in his own eyes.
So the Lord said, what we did, we thought, and this is the world that we live in right now. We try to do what we think is right in our own eyes. They be like, not my Jesus. They be like, what else? They be like, don't judge me.
Good.
They be like, it's just so much stuff they say. That's not of the Most High God, though.
Good.
Right? It's a law. We're going to go back. Let's go to the law that's against it. Go to Deuteronomy chapter 12. This is the law that's against it.
12 and 8.
12 and 8. Let's go there. Because it's literally a law that the Lord, just think about it. The Lord already knew what we was going to do. He put it in place to see what we was going to do it, and we did it. But he still gave us grace. But he didn't give us grace to sin. He just gave us grace to get things in order, right? Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 12.
Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 12, verse 8.
Deuteronomy chapter 12 and verse 8. Read that.
You shall not do after all the things that we do here this day.
So the Lord said we should not have to do all the things that we do this day. Read.
Every man whatsoever is right in his own eyes.
What we was doing, it was trying to do whatever we thought was right in our own eyes. That's what the Lord told us not to do. It was simple.
What that Baruch 1 and 22?
Baruch 1. If I do, I want to start down a little earlier.
Okay.
Start at verse 17.
Right.
If we can do Baruch, I want to start at verse 17. You know me. I want more. Give me extras. Yeah, you can. You know, if you do it like that, you got to go all.
Start at 17?
Yeah, 1 and 17.
Okay.
And no, this is not no alcoholic beverage or strong drink. I done heard this several times. Captain Jerubbaal up there drinking. No, I am not drinking.
Okay. The book of Baruch, chapter 1, verse 17. If we have sinned before the Lord.
For we have sinned before the Lord, read.
And disobeyed him.
And disobeyed him, read.
And have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our God. To walk in the commandments that he gave us openly.
So he gave us the commandments openly. Right? Read.
God, since the day that the Lord brought our forefathers out of the land of Egypt. Unto the present day, we have been disobedient to the Lord our God, and we have been negligent in not hearing his voice.
So guess what? He said, unto the present day. That's why I like reading this thing. Because when it say present day, these things give us an indicator.
Right now.
Like right now. Right? Read on.
Come. Let's see.
Verse 20.
Verse 20. Wherefore the evils cleaved unto us.
He said, wherefore the evils cleaved unto us. Read.
The curse which the Lord appointed by Moses his servant at the time that he brought our fathers out of the land of Egypt,
right,
to give us a land that floweth with milk and honey, like as it is to see this day. So
guess what? Guess what? The Lord literally said we can see it, but the land ain't flowing with milk and honey. Why? Because the rightful people are not back in the land.
Sure.
Right? But read on.
Nevertheless,
read.
We have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our God, according unto all the words of the prophets.
All the words of the prophets, because the Lord, like it said, the Lord gave us the commandments openly. Right? Read.
According unto all the words of the prophets whom he sent unto us.
Right? Read on.
But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart.
That's right. Read.
To serve strange gods and to do evil in the sight of the Lord our God. So
this is why, going back, this is why we see that the Lord has a problem with us. Right? The Lord literally has a problem with it because we went openly and just did whatever the hell we want to do.
Yeah. Served our own gods.
Right? That's the same thing they said in go to Ecclesiastes 7:29. Get one more on there. All these things is basically covering the same thing.
That's what I said, of imagination of his own wicked heart.
That's right.
And you say you want Ecclesiastes
7:29.
Come. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 29. Lo, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright.
So the Lord made man upright, meaning what? He put his laws, statutes, and commandments in man. This is the upright that he made man, right? Read.
It says, but they have sought out many inventions.
That's right. It meaning what? The imagination of their own heart. And this is what the Lord has a problem with, right? These are the things that the Lord clearly has a problem with. That Win Kirkland 9917, that's that Abraham, that ain't nothing but a distraction.
Yeah. Oh, that might be the what's his name?
What?
I think that's the Polynesian.
Who's the Polynesian?
The Polynesian. It was coming on the page before a couple of times I was doing class on Monday.
You'll be all right.
I made them put it. If that's the same person.
You'll be all right. Watch this. Go back to Ecclesiastes 4:1. We tell them to stick around. After the class, we'll deal with them though. They don't stick around. I promise you we'll deal with them. There ain't no problem. I'm talking about it's zero problem. You know, we will deal with them. We want to get this class out first. I promise you that. I'll stick around online just to wait to see how they gonna go. And I bet you them views go from net mount and it'll probably triple or double or quadruple. They'll be ready. After what I'm gonna bring out today anyway, they gonna be ready anyway.
We're going back to 4.
Yeah,
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 1 at the top. And it reads, so I return and consider all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
Right, read on.
And behold the tears of such as were oppressed.
So the Lord say he even heard the tears of the people that was oppressed, meaning us. He heard the tears of us, right? Read.
And they had no comforter. And on the side,
he said they had no comforter. Think about it. The Lord gave us judges, we ran out of them. The Lord gave us kings, we ran out of them. The Lord gave us prophets, we ran out of them. Right? The Lord said, he said, man, we had no comforter. We had no kings, we ain't got no judges. Ain't where the prophets at. We ain't got nothing. But since we didn't have nothing, that's why when Christ, let's go to John chapter 14. It says John 14 and 26.
Book of John, chapter 14, verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
It says, but the Comforter.
But the Comforter, read.
Which is the Holy Ghost.
Which is the Spirit, the Holy Spirit that the Lord put on us, read.
And the Father will send in my name.
Just what the Lord said, he'll send the Comforter in, because we didn't have no Comforter. This is one of the things that Christ had to come back to bring to the earth, because that's what we did not have, right? It's reading the scriptures, it's just fundamental. You just got to read what it says.
Say what it say.
Right? Read.
He shall teach you all things, and bring all things bring all things to your remembrance, whatsoever I have said unto you.
So what is he going to bring to us? What was the Comforter supposed to be bringing to us? Go to 2 Maccabees 15 and verse 9. This is the precept of what the Comforter was supposed to be bringing us. If you don't have it, make sure brothers and sisters had it in their repertoire. All right. Yep, like Abraham said, we had no priest for sacrifices either. We all of that. We had all of this.
You messed all that up.
We messed it up.
Yep.
Right?
Good. The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 15 and verse 9.
Right, read.
And so comforting them out of the law.
So just what the Comforter was supposed to be doing, comforting us out of the law. The Comforter was supposed to be, the comfort thing was, it was supposed to be comforting us out of the law. Right, read.
Come. And the prophets, and withal putting them in mind of the battles that they won afore, he made them more cheerful. So
this what the Comforter do. Makes us more cheerful. How? Out of the law.
Yeah.
Right? Because we got to understand, right now, even to this day, right? We know right now to this day, you will see Christianity as a build-up, but you'll see Christianity as a downfall for our people. Right? Watch this.
Spamming the hell out of the chat.
No, what do you got going?
I don't know.
But anyway, so like we were saying, we just merely dealing with how we broke God's laws before Christ came. Going through Egypt captivity, Babylonian captivity, Egypt captivity, Assyrian, Babylonian, right? Persian Mede, to the Greco-Roman captivity, right? Going through all them captivities, back into what did we become back into there again? The America's captivity. And this is a clear indicator. And we wonder why. Go to Jeremiah 17 and 4, right? Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
Yeah. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thy inheritance.
So the Lord said we're going to discontinue from my heritage, read.
That I gave thee.
Because that the Lord gave us. We was going to be discontinued from the heritage that the Lord gave us, man, read.
God. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not.
Right.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. The
heritage that the Lord gave us was the laws. We can prove that. Let's go to Sirach chapter 17.
And 11. I know you
in verse 11.
Good.
We start at verse 10.
Book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And the elect shall praise his holy name.
You said the elect. Who is the elect? Israel is the elect, man. Right? Gonna praise his holy name. Read on.
Besides this, he gave them knowledge and the law of life for a heritage.
So he gave us knowledge and the law of life for our heritage. If brothers and sisters don't know what that is, guess what? He said he gave us life and the law. He said he gave us Shalaki. He gave them knowledge and the law of life, meaning what the law, statutes, and commandments. This is what our heritage that the Lord gave us. That's why our people were discontinued from the heritage that the Lord gave us. Right? Man, look. Watch how the Lord uses. Watch how the Lord uses. Okay, let's go here then. Watch how the Lord uses our heritage against us. Watch this. Go to Jeremiah 12. Yeah, go to Jeremiah 12. Watch this.
All right.
This is how the Lord used our heritage, our own heritage against us. Since we hated it, and because he wanted to do this, the Lord said, you hate it? You hate it that bad?
What you want, verse 8 or verse 7?
Sorry, verse 7.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 12, verse 7. I have forsaken my house. I have left my heritage.
So the Lord's saying this is about the northern tribe. But we talking about Israel as a whole in totality right now. Two. Yeah. It's two frames in this one precept. It said, I have forsaken my house, and I have left my heritage. Read.
I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into the hand of her enemies.
And so we gave it to the hand of our damn enemies, man. Meaning what? We want our people, we want the enemies to be the what?
Be the head.
Wait a minute. Let's go get that right quick. This is what we want the enemies to be. Let me see if I can find it right quick. I know what part of the page is in this, so. I got it right here.
Go.
I got it right here. Let me see here. This is what we want it to be. This is what we want it to be. Watch this.
Okay. Y'all hit that like button and y'all some on there, man. Let's help get the algorithm broken.
Go to.
Got 16 people viewing. We need 16 likes. Barbecue show. Abraham said second Mac.
Second Mac. 4:16. Let's do it. That's a good precept. That's what we want. Abraham be on it, man. I'll be watching you out. You don't let up. All praise to the Most High.
The book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 16.
I got to put that in my for real. Every time I know what side it's on. I got to put that in the thing.
I got that Lamentations 4 and 18 next to it. I got it highlighted.
Yeah, mine highlighted too.
God, the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 16. By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers.
So this is what we wanted our enemies to be. Our enemies and our avengers. They the one that's gonna save us and oppress us. That's what we gave. It says that it says dearly, verse 7, I have forsaken my house. I have left my inheritance. I have given the dearly beloved of my soul into her enemies. What does this sound like? I'm gonna see what brothers. I'm gonna see what his brothers understanding it. What does it sound like? Watch this. Go to Genesis. This is what it sounds like. This is why the Lord said, "Envy not thou oppressors, man, and choose none of their ways." Go to Genesis chapter 25. We're gonna start at verse 29.
The book of Genesis, chapter 25, verse 29. And Jacob saw a pottage, and Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
And he was hungry. Read.
And Esau said to Jacob, "Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint." Therefore was his name called Edom.
Because he like, that's the same way they eat their steak now, bloody and red. Right, but read on.
And Jacob said, "Sell me this day thy birthright."
So Jacob said, well, sell me your birthright. He didn't say, hey, let me trick you out of your birthright. Or Esau, can I
even exchange?
Do a even? He said, no. He said, Esau, you hungry? Well, just sell me your birthright then. Right?
Yeah.
And this was before his mother even spoke to him about that he was supposed to be the birth. I mean, that she would take the blame for everything. This is before his mom even said anything.
Teacher.
Right? He said, tell me your birthright. This is a conversation between two brothers, Jacob and Esau, right? But read on.
God. And Esau said, "Behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me?"
So this is the pride of our people too.
God.
What profit? Guess what? This is the reason why it says, what profit is the Jew in Romans chapter 3? Right? What profit is this? Right? Read.
God. And Jacob said, "Swear to me this day." And he swore unto him.
And he swore unto him. Read.
And he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
And he sold his birthright unto Jacob, man. Jump over to chapter 27, verse 36.
The book of Genesis, chapter 27, verse 36. And he said, "Is not he rightly named Jacob?
Right.
For he have supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he has taken away my blessing." And he said, "Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me?"
So this is how Esau, the same person that we want to be our avengers and our enemy, that's our enemy already. But that same person is gonna be our avengers. I mean, that same person becomes our avengers, right? Watch this read.
Verse 37. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, "Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him."
So it's corn and wine, meaning what? Why was corn and wine giving? Let's see what brothers did. See how much understanding you got. What was the corn and wine for?
A drink offering and I'll say tithe. I could be wrong.
Brother should know. We talking about corn and line. It's the blessing that he gave Jacob was the offering, just the offering. It's what he gave.
So I was right.
Yeah, you was right.
Oh, okay.
Right. This is what the Lord was giving. This was the corn and the wine that the Lord was giving to the children of Israel. Right.
Because he said he is your Lord.
That's right.
Yeah, so
he is your Lord.
Respect.
That's right. And the Lord gave us what? Corn and wine. Right?
So that's what, like tithe and like a drink offering?
Yeah, it was tithes and a drink offering. It was tithe, not just a drink offering.
Well, I figured because it's wine.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's more than just because you just can't put it in one specific order. It's just offering. Period. You see what I'm saying? So it went into the tithing and your offering. This is what the blessing that Jacob had, right? But Esau was given what? The fatness of the earth, right? But we was given the understanding and the power of the earth, right? To rule it. That's why we was the rulers of it.
Good. And you know what? At Genesis 25, that 29 through 34, he gave a hint. When he asked for that dead red meat, he said his name gonna be Edom.
That's right.
So the Lord said, I'm gonna give a clue right there.
Just like
they can't get away from that.
You can't. It's like none dodging it.
Yep.
Right? Let's go back to what we was at. What we was at?
We was in Second Maccabees, we was in Jeremiah.
Go back to Second Maccabees chapter 4 and verse 16. I want that one more time.
The book of Second Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 16. By reason whereof sore calamity came upon them, for they had them to be their enemies and avengers.
Because a sore calamity came upon us because we had them to be our enemies and our avengers. What does that mean? It means that we don't know if one day he's going to wake up to be our enemy or we going to wake up one day to be our avenger. Yeah. That's the same attitude that they give us now. Guess what? You'll be at your job or working. He's your buddy today, but tomorrow, this fool will cut you. This fool gonna cut you off.
Cut you out.
I'm sorry, Billy. I'm sorry. What's it called? Tyrone or Raymond. I'm sorry, but we have to cut hours back. Like, man, I can't do it right now. I got too many bills. Guess what? We're sorry, man. We just can't do it. They always sorry. But guess what? They sorry, but they stick the knife further and further and further in your stomach, man. Right?
Yep.
You come to work, you put the knife in, just put a tip of the knife in. By lunchtime, he got the full blade in your side, bro. Man. And you walking around with it, man, in your side.
Oh, he'll tell you, now if you see something, you come and tell me.
That's right.
You go tell him this stuff. That's between me and you that you had an office meeting. Well, look, Joe told me that you guys are in here doing X, Y, Z. Now, guess what? That could be your life.
That's right.
That might be a ride home that you done told on.
That's right.
Anything. You trying to, man, look, you can't trust something.
But you can't trust them. Trying to be your enemy and you, man, these fools ain't. That's why the Lord, man, that's why the Lord setting things up how he's setting it up, man.
Why, if you get a paid holiday, why they tax it?
Right?
We give you a paid holiday. But you're getting taxed. They give you a gift card at work. Look at your check. It's going to be on there. They're going to tax it.
Every time.
Every time. Ain't nothing in this world for free. Nothing. Only thing you get for free is accusations and assumptions.
Mm-hmm. Watch this. Let's go back to, what was it? Let's go back to the, did we finish out this Sirach 17 and 12?
Yeah. I just thought it was funny in Genesis how he tried to lie to his daddy. See, they call us Jacob the liar and the trickery, but he said Jacob supplanted me twice. Like his dad was gonna say, "What? Take back that blessing. Come in here, Jacob. Give me that blessing back." No. But he didn't tell his side of the story. I wanted that red meat. You know what I'm saying? I wanted that red meat. So because he wanted that red meat, he was willing to do whatever.
That's right. And it's the reason why when we, just like how we keep the commandments, that's why, just like we had wicked ass Christmas just passed.
Yeah.
Guess what? To them, this is how they become your avenger. Mm-hmm. Go to Proverbs 6:19. Mm-hmm. This is how they come your avengers. Because guess what? In everybody's hearts in the world, I'm gonna tell you, most Jakes, and I'm gonna give you most, I'm gonna tell you, I don't care if you're Black, Hispanic, Native American, most of us know Esau is our enemy. Mm-hmm. Most of us know that. I'm pretty sure about 90% know this. That's my own personal accusation. I believe 90% knows this is our enemy. But this is how that they get us. Watch this. Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 6.
You said 6 and 19?
19 and 6.
Okay, slow.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 19 and verse 6. This is how they get us, man. Don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 6. Many will entreat the favor of the prince.
So many people entreat the favor, they saying the prince or the king or whatever leadership, they're gonna treat the favor, but read on.
And every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts.
This is how they get us.
I'm about to die. Let me have some of that meat. It's gonna cost
It's gonna cost.
And you know the funny thing they teach in Christianity? That Jacob, when we say we the seed of Jacob, well, y'all lied to get the birthright, right? And when you tell them in the chat, tell us what Jacob lied, right?
That's right.
You see right here, Esau, well, I'm going to keep that precept. Esau in Genesis 27 and 36 went in there and said, he tricked me twice, Daddy, to get my birthright. But he didn't say nothing about it. I was about to die. I wanted that uncooked meat, anything, because guess what? He would have had to basically tell his father that he broke the commandments to sell his birthright because he ate meat with blood in it.
That's right.
Dang, bro.
He had to.
I think that's the bullseye right there, boy.
But guess what? But how Esau do? He gonna twist it every time. Go to read that Proverbs 19 and 6 again.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 6 from the top.
Mm-hmm.
Many will entreat the favor of the prince.
Watch this.
And every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts.
Every man, because that's what Esau do. Mm-hmm. Man, let me you know what I'm saying? Let's go to these jobs, man. Shit, let me give these good old Christmas moments right quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got Pizza Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Pepperoni all on.
Good master's been good to us, man. He been real good to us, right? Yeah. But let me help y'all out, man. Dang. Look at this. Watch this.
You know something funny too? Even that holiday pay, but you can't be late the day before.
Yeah, no.
You can't not be sick the day after. You ain't getting late.
Your ass ain't getting a damn thing.
I tell you, boy. Give her in the heart.
Go to Sirach right quick.
Go.
Man, look. This is why we know that we are the people, but it gives us a clue. Watch this about how they are, because we know Esau got the fatness of the earth, and we know they control everything. Yeah. Job was at 9:24. The earth is getting into the hands of the wicked. Right? Yeah. But watch this. Go to Sirach chapter 13, and we're gonna go to verse 20. Read that.
Yeah. The book of Sirach, chapter 13, verse 20. As the proud hate humility.
As the proud hate humility, meaning what? If the proud hate being humble. Mm-hmm. The proud hates being humble. Mm-hmm. Being the poor, because we are the poor people that's proud, and we hate to be humble. Just the Lord said, as a proud, if a person got pride on it, they it is no humility in a person that got pride. You can believe that, Jack. There's no humility in it. Yeah. Watch, he says it's a proud person hate humility. Read.
Yeah. And so do the rich abhor the poor.
The rich people hate the poor.
Man, do they?
They hate the poor people. What? No matter how we feel. We can envy them all we want to. They hate us. God. The scriptures say what they say. Everybody runs around here and want to kiss master's ass like it is nothing. God. Man, look here. They hate you. Everybody know why they hate the poor? They hate the poor because they know that they don't want to give their stuff up. Nope. They don't want to give nothing up. That's why they hate the poor. Yep. They hate the poor because they do not want to give anything up. These poor niggas gonna beg, they gonna do this, they gonna do that. Sure. That's what they want, right? It means nothing. That's why being poor to them, guess what? You just another notch off the belt.
That's it.
Keep buying my products. Keep spending your money.
Your clutch it.
Right?
Well, I tell you, it's crazy.
But like I said, but you walk down the street.
You're gonna clutch it, boy. Like a running back.
You walk down the street, here she go. Clutching her purse. Gonna clutch it.
Telling you, cross the street, about to get hit by a car trying to get away.
Right?
You want 21?
Because they hate, it said they hate the poor.
Hate them.
We got to believe it. If the scriptures say the rich hate the poor, we literally have to believe it. That's why, if you want to know the people to envy in the Bible, man, go to Sirach chapter 44. Right?
And you know, that's the reason why the Lord don't let everybody, he shall make them rich and I make them poor. Everybody's not meant to be rich because it's gonna be a world full of hate.
It's gonna, guess what?
Somebody gonna have to be poor.
Because the Lord say the rich people gonna do what? The rich gonna hate the poor.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you something too. That's the reason why being humble in the truth is real. Because help brothers and sisters out, man. We always, that's the best thing to do is to have the love of Israel in your spirit. Mm-hmm. But the best thing to do is to keep yourself in the right frame of mind so the Lord can preserve you. Mm-hmm. The reason why I say this, the reason for me to say this is because I done seen the best of the best. Mm-hmm. They take the L's. Why do they take the L? Because their humility goes out the way. Why does the humility go out the way? Because when the Lord make you rich in spirit, you'll start to hate the poor. Yep. Meaning, you'll start making yourself above some stuff. Yep. You're not above correction. You're not above anything. Hey. That's why you got to say, that's why the Lord put humility in that same sentence. Yep. The proud hate humility. You can't have that puffed up knowledge. You get the puffed up knowledge, the Lord will puff your ass right back down. You know, it's so crazy that you say that. With Floyd Mayweather having all that money, and then the Most High had it exposed so you can't read. That's right. You just kind of had to back. You know what I'm saying? At that point, like, hey, and you 50 Cent to say we're gonna let you read a Harry Potter book for X amount of money. That's why he got quiet after that. He had to be humiliated. That's why the Lord got to. So it's whatever in your spirit. That's why you got to make sure you humble yourself down. Let's go to Proverbs 23 right quick. And that's a good point, huh? I'll praise. So when a brother or sister, especially when you're dealing with a man, look, you always got to keep the humility about yourself in the truth. Because if you don't, then it'll be bad. Yeah. All right. Read that. You want to start at verse 1? 23 and 7. God, the book of, you said Proverbs or Psalms? That's what he said, Psalms. Proverbs 23 and 7. That's for me. The book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 7. Mm-hmm. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. So that means what? As a man thinketh, so is he. That's the slogan. Everybody heard this as a kid. As a man thinketh, so is he. So whatever you think about yourself, that's what you are. You burn the incense. Incense, right there. Smack the screen with it, man. Frankincense. Big frankincense. God dang it, man. What's that burning? I tell you, Israelites don't smoke, but we want to smoke. We want to smoke, but we don't smoke. We want to smoke with them precepts, for sure. Temple, man. No, we ain't defiling the temple, my boy. Get enough of that in the world. We done with that. It said stop playing, man. Let me make sure I put the incense right there in front of me. But yours don't come like a chimney. What's that smoking? They do that every time. Yeah. But we could be up here teaching what's that smoking, what y'all drinking. Hands not moving. Smoke with your imagination. Guess what, man? Y'all wanna know what we drinking? We ain't promoting it. God dang it.
little drink off. That's it.
That's funny. Right? He says, as he said, what a man is, how a man, what you think, that's what you are, man. So if you think of yourself of being but you can't think your way in being an Israelite, you is what you is. It's not going into nationality because people be simple. Yeah. They're trying to move them. They gonna move it. They gonna move the gate. Right?
Well, man, think that he is something, is nothing.
Right?
If I'm saying that right, I think I'm saying that right. Not to be saying it wrong.
No, you saying it, you close to what you saying. Yeah. Right? But let's read on.
God, the book of Proverbs, chapter 23, verse 7 from the top. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he.
Right?
Eat and drink, said he to thee.
Say he to thee, read.
But his heart is not with thee.
So that's why you got to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is the same kind of understanding, and I'm just talking about people we just speaking of somebody that's rich in the spirit.
God.
Right? They can say eat and drink, like that's when they give you the gift.
God, right now.
This the gift, eat and drink.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But as you eat and drink, this is why that's Proverbs 23 and 7. This is why when we look, that's why the Lord said they won't be a friend at the table with you.
God.
You know what I'm saying?
God.
So what's trying to friend?
Yeah.
Right? But we don't get to try to friend, especially when you got your mindset envying the rich.
Mm-hmm.
You can't envy the rich in money. The Lord said, render Caesar what Caesar's, man. Right?
What, verse 8?
Yeah, read verse 8.
Verse 8. The morsel which thou hast eaten shalt thou vomit up.
So guess what? Trying to be like them,
mm-hmm.
The Lord said that what you eat, you gonna vomit up, man. Read.
And lose thy sweet words.
And you gonna lose your sweet words. Like, man, what the hell is this? Guess what? What did Martin Luther King say? I had lured my people into a burning bush, man. A burning house. Yeah. He lured his people into he literally lured his people into a burning house. Yep. Because all those sweet words that he was saying, now he throw that stuff up, man. Mm-hmm. He knew it was bad. They said he wrote that after he went to Israel. And Lebanon, them tried to give him some of the rights they had to Israel. He said he didn't want it. Mm-hmm. I don't know how true it is, but hey, I'm very sure Martin Luther King probably wasn't even with that. Right? That's why you can't trust it. And go to Psalm 62 right quick. It's crazy. Martin Luther King went over there, got killed. Malcolm X went over there, came back. Guess what? Aaliyah went over there and came back. Remember, she went over there too. She went to the Bahamas. She went to Bahamas. That's when she died coming back from the Bahamas and put all that stuff on her plane. Ooh. But Lisa Left Eye, she went to Honduras. Yeah. I know somewhere over there, mother. Mm-hmm. What you want to count? No, and who else went over there? Whitney Houston, them. Remember her? Yeah, they went over there. Jericho River or something like that. Bob Brown came back crackhead out. And killed his daughter after that. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. And then Whitney. Damn, that is crazy. Psalm chapter 62 and verse 10. Come on. 62 verse 10. Well, I tell you, boy, you go over there, come back, and you done broke the contract with them. They said, we ain't get you out of there. Get your head smooth about it, this mother. You might tell somebody, you got too many fans. The book of Psalms, chapter 62, verse 10. Mm-hmm. Trust not in oppression. So the Lord said, trust not in oppression, read. And become not vain in robbery. And so don't become vain in robbery, read. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them. That's why the Lord says, why when you get all that, might give you some gift to get up there, but don't set your heart upon it. Don't set your heart upon it, man. Right? Right? And the precept of that is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 12. Read it right quick, man. While we there. Isaiah 30 and 12. Because it's why we got to make sure we stay grounded, because we want to get our real reward. We don't want to. No, this ain't it. This ain't it, man.
Mark and Rush corrupt. The book of Isaiah, chapter 30, and verse 12. Wherefore thus say the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word.
Because we're gonna go back to the despised word reading.
Come. And trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon. Therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and instant. So this is why the Lord said you can't trust in this oppression, man. Because no matter what in this oppression, you're gonna break. Right? Why do you think so many people they have all them stories about the rappers and entertainers bending over on the couch and stuff like that? Because they build them all the way up and say, guess what? They take it from them and say, this is what you got to do. You got to humiliate yourself for you to come back here. You got to come back on your knees begging me like. That's why they said you got to be back on your knees begging me like a bitch. That's why you heard the whole saying say, I'm rich, bitch. You got to be a bitch to be rich. Simple as that. No matter what you feel. Go to Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 3. 13. We're going to Proverbs 13 and 13. Because I heard something with Stan Lee, buddy, who owned Marvel, and he was like, yeah, look at that picture of Blade with Wesley Snipes. So I'm going to tell you something. He says, we're about to lose it all. That man saved us. He saved Marvel. He did this and that. He brought us out of the... And then guess what? When he had those problems with the taxes, nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found.
That man go to prison, bro.
Stick your knife in your side. That's the knife in the side. Stuck your ass.
God, the book of Proverbs, chapter 13, verse 13. Whoso despises the word shall be destroyed.
So anybody that despises God's word is gonna be destroyed, no matter who you are.
God.
Right, read.
But he that feareth the commandment shall be rewarded. That's
why I said we was gonna go back to the despising words, because you can't. When you despise God's word, you're gonna be destroyed. How was you destroyed? We just read that. How you'll be destroyed. What did we just read? And what was that? Psalms?
Psalm 62 and 10.
And 11, right?
And then we went Isaiah 30 and 12. And then we went to Proverbs 13 and 13.
Yeah, we need that Isaiah 30. That's what we did. That Isaiah 30 and 12. Let me see. See that Isaiah 30 and 12. How would you be? And it says, who said to despise the world shall be destroyed. When you read Isaiah 30 and verse 13, it says what? Therefore, this iniquity shall be unto you as a breach ready to fall. This is how you can be destroyed. Swelling out in a high wall, right? Whose breaking cometh suddenly as in an instant, right? Well, that goddamn the smoke was choking me out in that mud. God dang.
Like sickness be spirits. I'll be burning that incense when people be sick in the house. Yeah. Coughing like a mother. Get out you.
Shit, boy, you got to move it from. That's what you see here. I said, shit, you get burned. It's just more smoke, but you got to put it over there. Right? That's why dealing, like you say, dealing with Esau, man, and his trick tactics, we got to make sure that we stay focused in the scriptures. Can't despise God's word.
Nothing else you can't focus on. You can't focus on your health. Your health, nothing. Lord takes all of that and a thought. Wake up in the hospital broke. Like what the
right? Because you got to think a person that's, you got to think like a person, just think about people that's full of pride. Because this is what a lot of our people have on us. Why you think so many of our people, oh, he just a hater? Why you got so many haters? If a person, I'm gonna be honest with you, They hate the people that rebuke in the gate. They're going to always hate them type of people. They're going to always hate the people that keep the commandments. But for a worldly person that's not keeping the commandments, where did the hate come from? They ain't hating you for what the Lord, they ain't hating you for what the Lord told you that they're going to hate you for. So what do that hate come from? Go to Sirach 10. This is what that hate come from. A lot of our hate come from this. That's why the Lord say love. What's the two greatest commandments? He said love the Lord and love. You got our own brothers and sisters. We hate each other to death, right?
Over the stupidest thing.
I'm talking about over the dumbest things, right? Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 7, man. Read that.
6. You want Ecclesiastes or Sirach?
Sirach.
Okay.
Sirach chapter 10, verse 7. Sirach.
The book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 7. Pride is hateful before God.
It said, pride is hateful before God. Read.
God. And man, and by both doth one commit iniquity.
So pride is hateful before God. God hates pride and a man hates pride. That's one thing that God and men can agree on, man.
God.
God and men both can agree that they hate pride. Come on, brothers and sisters, let that sizzle in your spirit a little bit, man. Mm-hmm. We all can. The Lord said, I agree with y'all on this, that man. Because the Lord put that spirit on me, like, you gonna hate pride. Yeah. Because I hate it. So the Lord put that spirit on me and said, yeah, you gonna hate it too. Yeah. That's when the fall comes.
Man, that's some real stuff right there.
Right? The Lord said, we're gonna agree on this. This one thing I ain't gonna take out y'all spirit. I'm gonna keep this on your spirit because that's what makes y'all fall. Yep. You should have got the tea and that little some water.
You want some water?
Yeah.
I got you.
Oh, shoot. Right? That's one thing. That's why we can appreciate when we read the scriptures, we can appreciate the scriptures. Yeah, we can appreciate the scriptures. Reason why we can appreciate the scriptures because we know that the Most High God, we know that how the Most High God, how He deliver the same people, Shalaki, how He deliver the same people out of captivity, put the same people in captivity, and deliver them out of captivity again. We got the same God that does this. I.e. Hood doing something for me right quick. Heck yeah. It'll definitely work. Put it on this side right here. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this for you. All praise.
God.
Ain't no more water, y'all. God dang it. Goodness gracious. Shoot. Hey man, shout out to the people that brought the Milos in the building, man.
God.
For real.
Brought the Milos in the dungeon.
Okay. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 8, right quick. Because it's levels of being proud that the Lord say He hate. Mm-hmm. And that's why dealing with pride, this is what Christianity comes in.
You want verse 12?
Start at verse 12. Sure. Because this is what Christianity come in. This is the same way that the evils came into our nation. This is the same way the evils come into our heart. This is the same way the evils came into this world. Right? Sure. Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 12.
The book of Proverbs chapter 8, verse 12. I wisdom dwell in prudence and find out knowledge of witty invention.
So the Lord said, this is why Solomon is making this specific. He said, I wisdom. So wisdom is speaking for himself or herself. We say, I dwell with prudence and I find out knowledge of the witty inventions. Say, I know what witty inventions are. Right? Read it.
The fear of the Lord is to hate evil.
The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. Read.
pride.
Hold on. You see. Number one thing on the list is pride. Right?
God.
Read.
Arrogance.
This is what that thing sets up. Pride, when you pride, you can see the arrogancies on a person. God. Right? Dealing with Christians, I'm telling you, that's the reason why I had to get out of TikTok battling every other day. Because getting on there, dealing with these people, you can see the arrogancy and the pride on them. Like, they be proud, man. You know, we done battled people on the phone. We done had threats that people gonna come up there and shoot us in the head while we at camp and all kind of stuff, man.
They don't agree with the Bible.
Just because we reading this and they don't agree with it. But then they have no answer and no clue to deal with how we dealing with it in the scriptures, because our knowledge didn't come from no cemetery school. Sure. Our knowledge came from the Most High God that left the comforter, that left the scriptures and let us read it, and now we can comprehend it now. Right? Not just that, guess what? We studied and we learned off our elders. We learned the precepts, we learned the scriptures. Now here we are, and we dealing with our own people. Sure. Right? That's what it said. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. It says pride and it say arrogancy. Because this is what our people deal with, especially going into people that's in religions. Oh, no, I don't want to hear none of that. Yep. No, don't, I don't want to hear none of that. Brother, we reading out, I don't want to hear none of that. But we reading out the Bible, I don't want to hear that. That's crazy. That's an arrogant brother. That's a proud brother. That's a proud sister. Right? Read on.
And the evil way.
And he said, those things, pride bring arrogancy and an evil way. Read.
And the froward mouth do I hate.
And all those things go one and the same. That's when the people start speaking evil. People start talking evil. People start having a way on them. And that's probably not even that person's characteristic. They're probably not even that person. They not even that type of person. But that spirit brings other spirits on, and it's showing you the spirits that it brings on to you. Right? This is what we got to think about, man. Watch this. Go to Revelation. Revelation. No, before we go there, go to Proverbs. We're gonna stay in Proverbs chapter 8. We're gonna jump down. I want to go somewhere right quick before we go there. Proverbs chapter 8. Start at verse 35. Because I always talk about one side, but sometimes you got to go to the flip side of things too.
Sure.
Right?
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8 and verse 35. For whoso findeth me findeth life.
See, the Lord said, whoso findeth me findeth life. It's so many people in religions think they found the Lord, though. You got to think that, because if we got to make this plain, and this is what our Christian counterparts, this is what we trying to get them to understand. We know y'all probably read the Bible, but the thing is, this is what we trying to tell y'all, and we hope that y'all can see. We know that y'all read the Bible, but this is what y'all do. You see the Bible, you see this, y'all only read this much of the Bible. You see how much of the Bible y'all only read, it says New Testament. This is how much of the Bible y'all read. This is how much of the Bible y'all missing. Right? That's what we try to get our people to see, that they literally don't, they miss so much of it. Right? We can get our mamas and our brothers and our sisters and our aunties and our uncles and our nephews and our family and our friends. Sure. Right? We can, the people that we can go, when we go out to the streets and teach, and we try to get people that we don't even know, trying to get them, because we know they Israel. And we trying to get them to see it. Mm-hmm. Get what they do. The reason why Christianity can be so masked, because if it looked at like a sin, they would never go. Oh. If it really looked at like a sin, they would never do it. Never. But it's masked into a point that guess what? It makes sense for their lifestyle. So guess what they'll do? They'll do it. Mm-hmm. This is how a person, Christianity makes the Bible fit their life instead of making their life fit the Bible. We make the Bible fit, we make our life fit the Bible. We don't make the Bible fit our life. That means if you make the Bible fit your life, you can make yourself do anything. That's why the Lord, because being in religions, guess what? A lot of the people in religion think they found the Most High God, and you have not found him. And that's where the problem lies, because you really think you found him, and you never did find him. It was a blindness there, right? But we're gonna get to the root of the problem, though. We're gonna get to it today, right? Go read verse 35, 36.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verse 35. For whoso findeth me life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord.
Because this is how I'm gonna tell you something. When you a person being a born again Christian, a lot of them, they feel a sense of relief. They feel a sense of knowing. They feel a sense of knowing that, oh, I finally feel, I just got all this sin on me. I finally feel free from my sins. Guess what? In the truth, the Lord free you from your sins too. According to Romans chapter 8. You cannot be, nobody can hold you something. Nobody can hold you for something after you done found Christ. That's one thing that the Lord gives Christians, because once you find Christ, nobody can hold you for those sins anymore. Mm-hmm. So that being said, guess what? The same thing in the truth. Mm-hmm. Nobody can hold you for your past sins after you done found Christ. Right? It's something we can agree on. But the thing that we can't agree on, y'all don't want to keep God's laws, and you don't get a license to do that. The Lord said he have not gave nobody license to sin. Right? Well, let's read on now. Watch this.
Verse 36.
Verse 36.
But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul.
He said, he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. Read.
All they that hate me love death.
Then the Lord said, you sinning. Guess what said the Lord said? Guess what?
Love death.
You love death. So you got, said you gonna wrong your own soul. You get death on your breath. That's not against that. Mm. The Lord, he set the rules out there for us. Watch this. Now we go to Revelation chapter 2. We couldn't deal with it. Revelation chapter 2. We'll read verse. Now this is going into the 7 churches, but we reading about the church of Ephesus right now. Right? But see, the thing is, when you're reading about the book of Ephesians, what you think Ephesians? It's Ephesus. This is what we don't understand. Because he's talking to a certain group in Ephesus. Right? But this is one of the 7 churches, right? And all of these was in what? All of these churches was in modern day what? Let me see if you know it. Yeah.
Rome.
Turkey.
Oh. I thought you were just talking about what time of
yeah. Go to Revelation chapter 2 and verse 6.
I misunderstood.
Yeah. Because
the book of Revelation chapter 2, verse 6. But this thou hast, that thou hatest the deeds of the Nicolaitans, which I also hate.
So the Lord said, I hated the deeds of the Nicolaitans. That's modern day Asia Minor, right? Turkey. Because the Lord said, the Lord said he hated the deeds of them. Just keep in mind, they deeds mean going into what? Their ways, right? Their attributes and the things that they did. The Lord said, I hated that, right? I want brothers and sisters to understand. When the Lord said he hates something, he hates something. And this is what is this is why when he say he hate Esau, this is what it was. And this is what it is. Right? Yeah. Now go jump down, because their church was dealing with what? They had some of dealing with what? They had some of the people that had the spirits of the Nicolaitans on them.
And they said that's the God of Nike.
And it's the God of Nike. Watch this. It ain't nothing but it's an idol of hating God. Right? Jump down to verse 15.
Verse 15. So hast thou also them that hold the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which thing I hate.
So guess what? Even in the church of Pergamos, what they was doing, they was holding the doctrine of the Nicolaitans. Brothers and sisters, now it's time to walk. It's time to walk. Get your iPad back out of your hood. This is what we this is what we need to be going into. If you want to, and I try to help my family with this, but they got to be able to hear this, right? Going into the doctrines of the Nicolaitans. What is the doctrine of the Nicolaitans? Type in your computer. You can read along with us. What is doctrine of the Nicolaitans? Don't put KJB. Just put what's the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, and it's gonna literally tell you what your religions go after. This is the same thing God say He hate. Watch this. Read it.
The Nicolaitan doctrine was a heresy in early Christianity that perverted grace into a license for sin.
Hold on. You see how I'm talking about just starting out right here. This is literally what?
That's what Christianity full-fledged is.
This is full-fledged Christianity. This is full-fledged. I'm talking about this is the Lord said He hated this, and this is full-fledged Christianity, man. The Lord said, I'm talking about the first sentence. That we ain't even went anywhere, man.
They can pass the first comma.
I'm talking about we ain't went nowhere. We right here. We like Ehud said, we ain't even passed the first damn comma. Let's read that again. We're gonna make this, we're gonna let it sizzle in your spirit. God. We're gonna read a little bit, we're gonna let it sizzle in your spirit.
God.
Right?
The Nicolaitan doctrine was a heresy in early Christianity.
In early Christianity, read.
That perverted grace.
That says grace was what?
Into a license for sin.
It's like, well, I was like, I said, dang, this is the modern day religion.
God.
Like I say, in death shall be chosen, Jeremiah 8:3, and death shall be chosen rather than life. This is what our people want to know. Our people want to have it. But let's watch this. Let's read on.
God. Promoting sexual immortality and participation in idolatrous feasts.
So, okay. Why do you think it said promoting sexual immortality, meaning what? Sex wasn't marriage anymore. Yeah. Sex wasn't marriage anymore, right? Sex wasn't the completion of the marriage. You still had all the rest of the sex, but sex was what? The completion of the marriage. Now the sex wasn't the completion of the marriage anymore. If you had sex, you're just your girlfriend and your boyfriend. And y'all better stop having sex with your girlfriend and boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just, come on, man.
I'm telling you.
In the Bible, promote marriages. But in this, they don't promote marriages. This is the same thing your modern Christian pastors and stuff to be. It's the same thing religion teach. Right? Read on.
God, eating food sacrificed to idols under the guise of Christian freedom.
So guess what? I ain't under the law. I'm free from that.
I can eat that pork.
They said I can eat pork. They can eat everything. Yep. They can do what they want to do. I'm talking about, hey, no matter how they feel, this is something they're going to have to deal with, man. We got how they want to force and fight with us. No, we finna start putting it back on their plates again.
Yep. Call them a nickel.
Because the thing is, we answer all questions. It's time for us, guess what? No. It's time for us to start playing defense. It's time for us to start playing offense. We got to start putting it back on their lap again, man. Because guess what? We hold it down on defense. They ain't scored a touchdown on us yet. They ain't scored not one on us yet. Now, guess what? It's our time to play offense now. Why are y'all going in the same doctrines of the Nicolaitans? The Lord literally say this in Revelation in two churches that the Lord said He hated that thing on. But guess what? They full-fledged in it. This is something this is something that they're gonna have to deal with. Why do y'all got the same doctrine that the Nicolaitans got? Right? This is the thing that guess what? They want to deal with something. Let's deal with something. Because they always, like you say, they always want to come on our page. They always want to scoff. They want to do this and do that. No. Why y'all got the doctrines of the Nicolaitans? Why is that? Let's deal with that. Let's start there now. Right? Let's read that.
They taught that the physical actions didn't matter for salvation.
It's you see how that go? No. We just, that's why I say you can type what we got in. You type it on your own phone. You type it on your computer. See what it say. Follow along. Why? Read on.
Blurring the lines between sacred and profane.
Because guess what? This is the same thing. Hold this. This is what the Lord is. The Lord is pissed off about this thing, man. Mm-hmm. The Lord said this is what they literally do this. It says, read that part again.
It says blurring the lines between sacred and profane.
They blur the line between sacred and profane.
Mm-hmm. It says a concept that Yahweh strongly condemned as lawlessness and likened to Balaam's sin.
Guess what? And this is, we're gonna deal with all of it. Matter of fact, I don't want to get that. I just want to get my points. I'm gonna write it down. Read that again. I'm just getting my points.
Blurring the lines between sacred and profane.
Blur the line between sacred and profane, meaning what? Everything good if you can eat. If everything good if you pray over it. Saying what? Paul's writings supersede the whole Bible. Paul's writings without no understanding. This is where you can do what you want to do. It's not so, man. The Lord gonna destroy your ass too. Mm-hmm. He's gonna destroy your ass for playing. He's gonna destroy you. He's gonna destroy, because guess what? Brothers and sisters, if they thought that they were right, if they thought that Christianity, look, if they thought that religion was wrong, if they can get an understanding that they thought it was wrong, guess what they would have did? They would run from it. Mm-hmm. They don't know no better. They think that this is a right way. The same way how we feel about the truth, this is how they feel about Christianity. They truly feel that way because it's mashed to make them think that this is this is how you're supposed to live. It's mashed that way because when they read the book, they read the book blindly. Right? Oh. Right? Let's read on now. Watch this.
Good. This doctrine encouraged believers to compromise with pagan culture.
This made our own people to compromise with pagan culture. Right? This made this to compromise with pagan, meaning what? We follow their laws. That's the same thing the Maccabees was saying. Now we follow their laws. Yep. We follow all their customs. Right? Let's read it.
Leading to spiritual corruption and a disregard for holiness.
You see how this go? This led for spiritual corruption and disregard of holiness. Right? Mm-hmm. This is what the Lord is bringing this thing down the pike for. Let's read the core beliefs and practices. Sure. Watch how it go. This thing, I'm talking about. This is wild.
All right. So antinomianism, the belief.
Antinomianism, right? Read.
The belief that Christians are not bound by God's moral law, as grace covers all sin. Man.
This is the wildest thing.
This is cemetery school.
This is exactly cemetery school.
They learning it now. Don't question God, because that's what you're gonna find out. That's crazy work, bro. That's crazy.
It's called antinomianism. That's what they deal with, antinomianism. That the belief of Christians are not bound by God's laws as grace covers all sin. Meaning that they can do what the hell they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
They can go eat pork. Man, we was on, man, I can remember, man, I'm on the phone battling these. This me and a couple of ox on the phone. We battling these scriptures. This must say I'm eating some shrimp right now. Big stupid ass plate of shrimp and shrimp Alfredo.
Crazy. You're proud of it too.
Because the thing is, this right here fits their lifestyle that they can do what they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Because Christ freed them from doing sin, and Christ ain't give them no license for no damn sin, man. Right? This right here is called antinomianism.
Yeah.
Right? But let's read on.
Yeah. Let's see here. Compromise with paganism.
Now, this is the compromising with paganism, man. Right? Shalom. This is the. He said this is the compromising with paganism, right? Read it.
Yeah. Advocated blending with worldly culture.
Okay. Now, who are blending with worldly cultures? The Israelites. Mm-hmm. Brothers and sisters better follow it. Who's blending with the cultures now? The Israelites are blending with the cultures. Yeah. We are no longer following our own custom and our heritage. Now we follow their custom and heritage. Yep. This is what this brings on, right? But read on.
Attending pagan temple feasts.
Now here we go. Why do you think you got the so-called, what you call these? You got Catholics and Mormons and Baptists and all these religions. Now you can go to their temples and go to their feasts and you can go do all of this. He's like, oh well, we don't celebrate that because I'm a this.
I'm a Presbyterian.
And I don't do this because I'm a this religion. Yeah. And I don't do that because I'm that religion. Man, come on, man. This right here, man, this busts a hole in everything they teach. I'm pretty sure, man, if everybody keep getting wind of this, they gonna take this thing now, man. Right? But read on. Watch this.
Engaging in associated rituals.
What is associated? What did we just have? We just had this. We literally just had. It says engaging in associated rituals. You think that's not a damn ritual that they having?
Yep.
Put a tree in the house.
Counting down for a fake New Year's.
Putting a tree. Said put the tree in the house and give everybody some
mistletoe.
I'm talking about that type of stuff. What is that mug? Let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I just read it earlier.
But see, when you start telling them you're not a Christian, right? You practice being Nickelodeon. I call it Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it's damn Nickelodeon. You damn sure you got it right.
You practice this and you show them what it is. I'm not that. But don't you do this? Don't you believe you're not bound by God's moral law?
That's right.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Okay.
That's one step too.
That's right.
Compromise with paganism. Ain't you in there having, what is it called? Where they back up the trunks at the church and put candy in it for Halloween. I can't think of what it's called, but
trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat, yeah.
I don't know what it called. I'm just saying.
Well, hey, that's what it is. They got all the candy in them, and they celebrating, Halloween at church. Well, it's safe because we're giving them the candy. It's just for the kids. No.
Hell no.
You blended worldly culture, and basically you attending temple feast. What they gonna have? That fish fry with that seafood boil, catfish, You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have all that stuff up there. Christmas plates. Come up here and get you a plate for Christmas. We'll give you a ham. But they say you ain't supposed to touch it. But what are they doing? They compromising that paganism with their temple feast, and they're engaging in associated rituals.
Right.
Oh, we can have a birthday party for Jesus.
And what is associated ritual? Watch this.
Easter Sunday.
Go to Revelations chapter 11 and verse 10 right quick. We going back.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 10. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them. And make merry.
And make merry, read.
And shall send gifts one to another.
That's what they do, man. They send gifts one to another, man. Read.
Because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth.
Who was the two prophets that tormented them?
Elijah and Moses.
Elijah and Moses, but who else?
Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom.
Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom. That's why we became the what? First what? Black Friday. First, guess what gifts that they gave each other?
Yep.
Right? This is what it boils down to, man. Right? Let's go. No, let's keep reading. No, let's go back to this. Because I don't want to just look this up by my. Everybody type in what is doctrine of Nicolaitans. And they just type it in. And we just gonna read, we just read now.
That's it.
All right? We just reading down, man. Yeah. Okay.
We have sexual immortality.
Sexual immortality. Let's go.
God, sexual immortality. Encourage fornication and other sexual sins.
It said, read on.
As irrelevant to spiritual life.
Meaning, what is the spiritual life that they said viewing this to the irrelevant? It said it has nothing to do with marriage. This is what it's taking it from. It's taking it from sex has something to do with marriage. Now sex ain't got nothing to do with marriage anymore. Only thing sex has got something to do. Guess what? In religion, the only thing sex got something to do. It ain't got nothing to do with marriage. It's just say, oh, you having sex outside wedlock, it's just a sin. Well, what kind of damn sin is it? Let's start there. I'm telling you, it's time we playing offense. If a person having sex outside of marriage, what kind of sin is it? Stop just saying it's sin.
Fornication.
Right? They not saying, guess what? Because now they saying sex outside of marriage is sin. So that means, what if a married woman was sleeping with somebody? Oh, that's just sin. No. No. They want to stay on the offensive side of everything. It's time for us to start putting the defense on them, man. It's time for us to start putting we need to stop playing. We gonna continue to keep playing defense, but it's time for us to keep playing some offense too. We gotta start putting this in their lap.
Sure.
Right? Because this is what they own, this is what they got, and we can look it up.
Yep.
This is the world of technology. Right?
Hey, you know, son, that's why T.D. Jakes was at Puff Daddy party.
You got dang right, because it's just a sin.
Yep, encouraging fornication.
That's right.
Sins.
That's what it is. It's just a sin. That's why they don't want you to say all those different things, but man on man, woman on woman, and this and that, and this and that, and this. They don't want you to say none of that. It's just sin. No. Right? But let's read on though.
God, idolatry.
Idolatry, read.
Believed it was acceptable to eat food offered to idols.
This is
a symbol of fellowship with pagan gods.
Meaning what? You see, that's why in Amos chapter 5, the Lord said, I despise your, he didn't say mine. The Lord said, I despise your feast days.
God.
I won't smell in your solemn assemblies.
God.
Right? That's what our God say, man. That's why I literally wanted everybody to, I'm like, dang, is we reading the same thing? Watch this. I'm finna, it said mentioned in Revelation chapter 6, Revelation chapter 2, verse 6. Okay. Let's read Bible condemnation. Read it. We can read all of it. I don't care.
Condemnation. Mentioned in the book of Revelations, chapter 2, verse 6, 14 through 15, where Yahushua expresses strong hatred for their deeds. emphasis in doctrine.
So Christ himself say he hate it. But how y'all calling yourself Christians and Christ say himself he hated this? This is why we can't believe. But they got a full-fledged doctor saying they love Christ and that they're gonna follow Christ and Jesus love you. But Christ said he hates your doctrine and your deeds. I mean, I hate your ways and I also hate your doctrine.
You have a birthday for Jesus. Right. That's crazy work.
Right? This is the madness that they do. This is madness. I'm talking about this is straight up madness. But this is what they base their seminary school from. This is what they base their law, how they live. And this is the same doctrine that Christ himself said he hated. And this is the person that they say they love the most. They don't love Christ if they got to continue like this. This is not loving Christ.
And I guarantee you, boy, $2 to nothing. You go in your pastor's office, he got a thick old book with all types of bookmarks and highlights and little papers and notes inside of it. It ain't nothing but this actual doctrine. Because this is what leads him to freely think that, well, if I get you to think like this, then you're going to give me the money because this is what you like to do anyway.
That's right.
So he's going to give you 6 tithe offerings in one church. Because he's saying, come as you are, stay as you are, leave as you came, but drop that money in Jesus' name. You know what I'm saying? That's how they like to play it.
Everything is always in Jesus' name. Yeah. Because they like to go.
They like to go, boy.
Watch this. Let's read on. Watch this.
God, linked to the doctrine of Balaam.
That doctrine that they got is linked to the doctrine of Satan. It said Balaam, right?
God,
read.
Who tempted Israel to sin through idolatry.
This is what the whole religion base is set up for, to tempt us through idolatry and read on.
Sexual immortality.
And to tempt us through lust.
That's it.
Man, if this right here, brothers, they got to answer this. Christians, they got to answer this. They got to answer why this in this. They got to answer why the Nicolaitan doctrine is in here like this.
They ain't gonna answer that.
It's time for them to start answering them questions, man. Y'all think y'all coming at us? No, we're gonna no. What does this Nicolaitan doctrine mean? And why is this the same custom that y'all follow?
And Christ hated what you love.
And Christ literally says that he hated.
Hated. Big hate.
And this is what y'all doing? Lucy, you have some explaining to do.
That's that willful sin. That there's no room for grace after that.
Yeah. Get what, man? Like I said, I love my family. I love my peoples. I love Israel. But they got some explaining to do. Why is it saying this? Right? So why is it saying this? Right?
You going to the historical context?
Man, we reading this. Watch this.
Historical context. Early church fathers like Irenaeus,
right?
And Clement of Alexandria.
Read.
Described them as
libertines
in pleasure.
They said that they are libertines and indulging in pleasure.
Yeah, they're touching them boys.
Right?
That's why all the statues of the Holy Fathers had a little boy.
See, this is hey. This is what you can look up.
Yeah.
We didn't make this up.
They got the big statues. Boy, they got on where the little boy pants at? Huh? Oh. The doctrine of
if you can't spell it, go to Revelation chapter 2 and verse 6.
Dr. Nicholas. Yeah. Nicolaat. No, Laitans. It's in Revelation.
Yeah.
Chapter 2, verse 6, 14 and 15. Christ said he big hate. And if Christ hated, you know his daddy hated.
So just like we reading this, it said describing them as libertines indulging in pleasure. They liberal, they got the liberty to do everything, right? Read.
see here.
Some tradition linked them.
Some traditions. I clicked on the Clement of Alexandria to see what he was about. Some traditions link to Nicholas of Antioch.
Nicholas of Antioch, read.
One of the first deacons, though this isn't definitively proven.
So we not gonna use it. So if it's not definitively proven, we're not gonna use it. Let's keep going though. Watch this.
Modern reverence.
This is the modern day. Modern reverence means today. Read. Relevance, like it means today.
The Nicolaitan spirit is seen today.
It's seen today, read.
In teachings that justify sin through grace.
So look at what that man do.
Tenderness.
He just threw the glasses.
Tenderness.
That's all that tendernism, man. He just throw the glasses. Throw the glasses.
Man, that's a shame, bro.
That's the same.
Well, the pastor gonna tell you, I don't want to argue. You read that, boy, he gonna be like, hey.
That's the same.
Like 432 out on you.
That's definitely a shame, man.
You read now the word today.
That's definitely a shame, man.
God. The Nicolaitan spirit is
this is today.
God.
It's telling us the modern day religion that they do is justifying sin through grace.
God.
Meaning you don't have to follow God's law. That's why Christ said, had you believed Moses, you would have believed me. He wrote of me.
God.
Read.
Promote worldly compromise.
Guess what? You got to choose the world over the Most High.
Yep. Lord ain't gonna be mad at you because you want to do that. That's that compromise.
Heck yeah.
Or deny the necessity of holiness and obedience. But that's the satanic church. Do what thou wilt.
Man, I'm gonna tell you. Just like if you look up the words, because like when you look up, when you like say for instance, you reading this, like when you reading this, it's so dang on disturbing. It's so it's so, man, watch this.
Acts of immortality, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna come back and get some more of that, but I it's certain things that I can't go by. It's certain things that I can't go by. Not right now. Okay.
You want me to finish off that?
Nah.
Relevance.
No, we're going back to relevance.
Okay.
Go to this. If I want you to look up the word antinosum. I want you to look that word up. I'm gonna look it up with you.
You said antinosum?
That word antonism. That word antonism.
Oh, I got it right here. Antonism, ancient Greek. Anti, against, and is against law. Is a term used to describe any view which reject laws or legalism and argues against moral, religious, and social norms.
Okay.
Or so it's considered to do so.
Let's go back to your what you call. Do yours say dive deeper with AI on there? Yeah. What it say?
Yeah, you know.
But
want some more of the
no, we're gonna go back to just touch that right quick. Touch it right quick, but we're gonna go back.
All right.
I want you to read. I want the word antonism.
I got that. That's what I got that.
What? Let me see it. Hold on. Yeah, but I want
simple terms.
No, I want the other one. Watch this. I'm gonna go back. That mug showed me something just a second ago. Watch this. I'm going back to it. It tried to go away. Watch this. Yeah, because they took it away. They took it away. It says the word antonism, meaning license to sin.
Yeah.
That's what the word antonism means. Let's go to Sirach right quick, chapter 15. Let's see what the Lord say. Sirach chapter 15 and verse 20.
Oh. The book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 20. He have commanded no man to do wicked.
The Lord said, I commanded no man to do wicked. Read.
Neither have he given any man the license to sin.
And the Lord said, I have not given no man a license to sin. Antinism is directly going against this.
God.
The Lord said, I ain't gave nobody no license to sin. So how could you then read Paul's writings and say that I have a license to sin? It's madness, man.
That's why they always say the law is done away with. It's easier for them to set up that platform.
That's right. It is easier for them to set that platform up, man.
They can stand it on that belief right there.
That's right.
Argue with it.
I'm talking about they got argue all day.
Mm-hmm. As soon as you get that point, look, I'm not trying to argue with you.
Yeah, I bet you not. I bet you're not trying to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not trying to argue a point, why do you still indulge in this and stuff that the Lord said He literally hates this?
Come.
You know, but
they can say that that's not their Jesus because they made a price in their own mind to just be able to do what they want because they worshiping Satan.
That's right.
Angel of light.
Let's go back to that when you said you want to read the rest of that modern day relevance.
Yeah, I'm gonna read from the top. Nicolaitan spirit is seen today in teachings that justify sin through grace.
Right, read.
Promote worldly compromise. Or deny the necessity of holiness and obedience, often under the banner of Christian liberty.
I ain't gonna lie. This is the reason why I say this stuff. This scripture make you. This right here, reading this stuff, it make you about to throw up, man.
They said this was spreading through the church like cancer.
Right.
There's a false theology.
This is the reason why. That's why you can get people on a page like this person right here. Think Jesus is God in the.
Hey, did you celebrate the New Year, Wendy?
Crazy, man.
I wonder if that's Wendy, the Wendy that was doing all that scoffing that we had to put the pineapples in the volcanoes in the chat for. Is that you, Wendy? A Polynesian perpetrator? You don't believe Jesus is God. Neither does God.
Neither does Jesus.
I'm telling you, neither does the angels.
Neither does us.
Neither does Moses. We told you to stick around, Wendy.
Get what? And I'm glad you stuck around.
Mm-hmm.
That more, man, they wait around all this time from to get what they looking for.
Okay.
Watch this. This is what the doctors of Nicolaitan teach them. We almost
in the chat.
Huh?
That's a Nicolaitan right there in the chat.
I'm talking about a Nicolaitan in broad daytime, right? I'm talking about right here. Right. We literally got a Nicolaitan right there. Mm-hmm. Let's go to Leviticus chapter 10. Let's go to the law. 10 and 10. Let's read this.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 10. Mm-hmm. And that ye may put difference between holy and unholy.
The Lord told us to put a difference between holy and unholy, man. Read.
And between unclean and clean.
And the Lord told us to put a difference between unclean and clean. This is literally the law. Right? Read.
God, verse 11. That ye may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Lord has spoken unto them by the hand of Moses.
So this is the law that the Lord told us to do. Mm-hmm. But it's the disposition of time. Guess what happened? They stopped doing that.
God.
Let's go to Ezekiel 44 and 23.
God.
Hold on for a second. That's it. What I'm going to. But watch this. Go to Leviticus. I mean, not Leviticus. Go to Ezekiel 22 and 26 first. Then we go down there to 45.
You said Leviticus 22?
No, Ezekiel 22 and 26. Right. Then we'll go 45. I mean 44. Okay. We got you, Wendy. Wind, Kirkland. We got you.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 22, verse 26. Her priests have violated my law.
He said, her priests have violated my law. This is how, guess what, even the modern day Christian pastors and a lot of these religion sects, the Lord said they have violated his law. Guess what? How did they violate it? They got the doctrines of the Nicolaitans. Read.
Come. And have profaned my holy things.
And they profaned the holy things. Read.
They have put no difference.
They have put no difference. Read.
Between the holy and profane.
Between the holy and profane. They ain't put no difference between them. Right? Read it.
Neither have they shewed difference between the unclean and the clean.
This is all the things that they setting up right now. This is all the things that they done set up and that they are performing right now. They ain't put no difference. Guess what? You can eat pork. You can do all kind of stuff. You ain't got to go to no God's high holy days. We got our own holidays, right? You can do what you want to do.
Under that antinomialism.
Right? It's about you can do what you want to do. You got the liberty to do what you want to do, right? But read.
Yeah. Let's see. Neither have they shewed difference between the unclean and the clean. And have hid their eyes from my Sabbath.
And have hid their eyes, meaning what? They not keeping God's Sabbath no more. They gonna do it on Sunday.
Come. They still up buying and selling on Sunday too. And cooking. Bake sale.
This is madness.
Come.
Right? But when we woke up, go to Ezekiel chapter 44 and 23.
And I am profane among them.
And the Lord is profane among them. Right? Because just like you take a person like Win Kirkland, whatever your name is, you don't know the difference. All this the information that we putting out, you still got the same mindset. It's no change. This is why I say this is what the pride and arrogancy come in at. Right? This is how you know this, because if that person might be truly thinking I'm talking about that person. I don't know if they Israelite or not, but they might be truly thinking that they right. And you just don't know, you wronger than a mug. Right? They don't know it.
Yeah, I know I do.
Because if it was to the point that they can see it, if they truly can see it, guess what they would have did? They wouldn't be fighting it. They cannot see it. The Lord is literally blinding them, man. Right? Read that Ezekiel 44 and 23. This is what we're supposed to be doing, man. Read it.
In the book of Ezekiel, chapter 44, verse 23. And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and profane.
We should be teaching God's people between the holy and profane. Read it.
And cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean.
And we should be causing our people to discern between the clean and the unclean. Read.
And in controversy, they shall stand in judgment.
In controversy, this is how we stand. This is how we stand in judgment. Read.
And they shall judge it according to my judgment. And they shall keep my laws and my statutes in my assemblies.
In my assemblies.
And they shall hallow my Sabbath.
This is all the things that we're supposed to be doing. But a lot of times people, like you say, they go on the forefront. They thinking what they saying is the right thing. That's the reason why people thinking that they got a license to sin. You don't have no license to sin, man. Nope. See, this is why I know Win Kirkland 997, we covered that question already. But you didn't hear it, but we covered that already. right? I hope that you stick around that we could answer some of them questions that you got, because I already knew the questions you was coming with anyway. But you ain't trying to hear that question, like you say, because you got that blindness in your eyes, man. Right? Even though, I mean, we sad for our people, man. I done got to the point, man. I don't feel sorry for our people, man, no more. I love our people, but the feeling guilty and sorry for what the Lord gonna do, I can't. You got to step out the way, man.
Hey, gotta move, or you gonna get swallowed up with it.
You know. Watch this. Go 2 Corinthians chapter 3, man.
What's the 2 Corinthians? He said 2 Corinthians
Chapter 3.
What verse you mean?
We're gonna start at verse 12.
The 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 12.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing then that we have such hope, we use great plainness of speech.
So seeing then we have great hope. We literally using great plainness of speech. We even going in the internet showing you really what it is thing coming from and everything. We literally using plainness of speech, giving you our sources of what we got this stuff from and letting you follow along so y'all can be able to see this. Right? We literally, that's why I say it's time for us to play offense. All y'all want us to go on defense every time y'all step into this goddamn on chat or step into our room. No, it's time for us to play offense, man. Y'all got to start answering our questions. Because a lot of times y'all get on here, y'all don't want to answer no questions. Y'all don't want to say nothing but what y'all want to do. It's time for y'all to know. It's time for y'all gonna have to stand on some of this, man. Right? Because y'all not trying to stand on nothing. It says, seeing then that we have such hope, we use plainness of speech. We not talking in a dark parable.
Nope.
We not going super deep that y'all can't get it. But watch this, read.
Verse 13.
Verse 13.
And not as Moses, which put a veil over his face.
Why did Moses put a veil over his face? Because guess what? He had wisdom and knowledge on him. And what Moses did, guess what? A person of not understanding, they couldn't understood Moses. Why? Because Moses, not as a god, but Moses walked as a king on the planet. With all wisdom and knowledge that the Most High God was giving him to give to the children of Israel, it was hard for you to look at Moses because of his stature. Right? Read it.
God. That the children of Israel could not steadfastly look to the end of that which is abolished.
The things that was abolished was going into what? Animal sacrifices.
Mm-hmm.
Read it.
God. But their minds were blinded.
But their minds are blinded. Read.
For until this day.
Until this day. It's not going, we not talking about like right then. It said even until this day. Read it.
Remaineth the same veil, untaken away in the reading of the Old Testament.
Why does it say that, man? Why I said them. That's why. This is the reason why we get on to y'all about this. This is why we get on to them about this. This is why. This is why we get on to them about this. I got you. This is why it said reading the Old Testament, the veil is on your face. See, you see the New Testament? Why y'all just reading this? You can't read the Old Testament. Because that veil will be on your face. Mm-hmm. You go read this much of the Bible and won't read all this. You miss it out. You miss it out on the whole thing. You just gonna cut on you gonna cut on Superman, the movie Superman. You just gonna go. We gonna go the last 20 minutes of the movie, and we gonna find out how the whole movie went. No, you're not gonna get the good understanding of nothing. Exactly. You'll never do it. Say even the reading the Old Testament put a veil on their face. Why did they put a veil on their face?
Which the veil is done away in Christ.
So that veil is supposed to be done away in Christ, but they can't receive it. They cannot receive it. Sure. Meaning what? When you start truly following the Mashiach Yahushua and you start really keeping the commandments, guess what? That blindness will be taken off your heart. That blindness will be taken off your spirit. But you think he's taking off their spirit? Hell no. Because now we're going to show you what the right liberty is. Go ahead, I'll read it.
God. But even unto this day, when Moses is read, the veil is upon their heart.
Even until this day, when they reading the Old Testament or they read God's law, statutes, and commandments, that veil is truly on their heart. Mm-hmm. It's on them. Right, read it.
Nevertheless,
read.
When it shall turn to the Lord,
right,
the veil shall be taken away.
This is plain. This is not a hard parable. This is plainness of speech. It said, when you turn to the Lord, when you start following God's law, statutes, and commandments, stop doing the doctrine that the Most High God say He hates. Guess what? You can truly see what the Lord is giving you. Right, read it.
Now the Lord is that Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty.
This is how you be free. This is free. Mm-hmm. This is how you become free. Free in spirit. We know we ain't physically free because we're in captivity. This separates. This is how we separate. This is how you separate a Christian or a person in religion from people that's keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments. Right? This person, Wendy. When Kirkland 997 is Christ the Son of God. Before we go read any, is Christ the Son of God? Let's start there, man. Is Christ the Son of God, man? It's so many precepts that they trying to. I'm talking about. You see how simple they are. It's so many precepts that can line up talking about Christ being the Son of God, man. Now all of a sudden you read one precept that Christ called himself a God. Now all of a sudden he is the Most High God, right? And guess what? And all those things. This is what a vanity touched in it, right? Just like of a person, you got to think about. We fight hard, and we try to lay up something treasure for our children, for them. But a lot of that's the wrong treasure that we lay up. Because if we can lay up, yeah, you might can lay up shit, a big nice house that they can make it in the world. Mm-hmm. You might can lay this up. But the scriptures even tell us plainly what would happen if you laid all of that up. What if you lay all these big mansions and houses? What if you lay all that shit up? Shalaki. I gotta think we was a Capt 101. I seen brothers out there. I started thinking we was a Capt 101. Go to Ecclesiastes 2, man. What if you lay everything up? Ecclesiastes chapter 2, start at verse 17.
The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 17. Mm-hmm. Therefore, I hated life because the work that is wrought under the sun.
The work that is performed under the sun, read.
It's grievous.
It's grievous.
Unto me.
Because guess what? Just like us, you think we ain't getting tired of getting up going to work for these people every day? We tired of this. That's why the Lord says, surely oppression make a wise man mad, right? But let's read it.
God. For all is vanity and vexation of spirit.
All of this is vanity and vexation of spirit. Why? Read.
Yea, I hated all my labor, which I had taken under the sun.
Guess what? All the labor that we taken under the sun, we hate these things. Why? Read.
Because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me.
That's what you doing. You leaving it to the person that's going to be after you. This is all you doing.
That's crazy.
You ain't laboring for yourself. You leaving that thing. So guess what? That's why the Lord said we labor not for ourselves, but we labor for all the people that seek learning, that seek wisdom. This is why we're supposed to be trying to. Watch this, verse 19. Let's go, man.
Verse 19. And who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man?
Who knoweth? Hold on. Who knows if I leave something for him, would he perform his thing wisely? Would he do like I told him to do? Who knows? Do you know he gonna do that? Because what you laboring for, what you leaving behind, do you know if they gonna be the person that, man, did I leave it to the right person?
Yeah.
You up in the chamber of souls. You don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? They down there. Hey, you done left everything here, right? Well, let's read it.
Come. It says, and who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool?
Who knows is it gonna be a wise man or a fool? Read.
Yet shall he have rule over all my labor wherein I have labored.
So guess what? That person, that your son or daughter that you left it over to, guess what? They gonna have rule over all the labor that you done. Read.
Come. And wherein I have shewed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity.
Guess what? Solomon said this thing is vanity, man. Read.
Come. Verse 20. Therefore I went about to cause my heart to despair of all the labor which I took under the sun.
So Solomon said, hold on, I gotta start rethinking this thing, man. If I gotta leave all this to them, and I'm working this hard to do all this, I gotta rethink some things, man. This is Solomon said, I got to rethink this. Like, so if I'm leaving all of this, I got to hold on. Is they gonna be wise enough to keep going?
All those wives and concubines.
All right.
You want to read that, man? God.
No, that's for his children. Read it.
God. Let's see here. Verse 22.
Verse 21.
Verse 21 from the top. For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom.
It's a man, now you're giving you a description. It's a man who labor that is in wisdom. Read.
And in knowledge.
And in knowledge. Read. And in sin. Read.
No, that's not iniquity.
Slaki, equity. Slaki.
Pronounce that wrong.
Yet
to a man that have not labored therein shall he leave it for his portion.
So a man that they wasn't what Rick Ross said, you wasn't with me shooting in the jail?
That was Drake said that.
No, that was Ross.
Well, one of them,
he said, bitch, you wasn't with me shooting in the jail.
I'm telling you.
And Drake said behind him though, he did.
Well, like the scripture say, don't work no eat.
Right? You ain't saying not to work. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, we running, trying to build, and it ain't nothing wrong with because David left it for his son, right? Solomon left it for his children. But he's saying everything. Guess what? You can. Ain't nothing. If you got something to leave it back, I ain't saying that you can't. You can leave it back, but just know if that's where your heart at, if that's all it's about.
Mm-hmm. The Egyptians thought they could take it with them.
Right.
They buried their servants and their animals and everything alive down there with the dead body and suffocated them. That's crazy.
Right, but read on.
God.
Read verse 21 from the top.
21 from the top. For there is a man whose labor is in wisdom and in knowledge and equity, yet to a man that have not labored therein shall he leave it for his portion, which also is vanity and a great evil.
The Lord called it a great evil. Y'all see that, man? That thing became a great evil. It didn't just become vanity. That thing became a great evil. Right? Because you could run out your wits for a woman, but you can also run out your wits for you trying to leave something behind.
Yep.
Right? Verse 22.
Verse 22. For what have man of all his labor and of the vexation of his heart, wherein he have labored under the sun? For all his days are sorrow.
All his days are, the Lord called these things sorrows. Right, read.
And his travail grief. Yea, his heart taketh not rest in the night.
In the night, read.
This is also vanity.
So, and I'm gonna tell you something. That's the reason why, like us reading the scriptures, man, building up in the scriptures is a thing. It's not just for the pleasing of the Lord. It's for the pleasing of your children. Not just for right now, but in the long run, this thing helps. It helps ground you, man. Right? Let's go Deuteronomy chapter 30 right quick. This is why the Lord said what he said. 30 verse 19. This is why Solomon was speaking on what he was speaking on. 30 verse 19.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 19.
Mm-hmm.
I call heaven and earth to record this day against you.
Right.
That I have set before you life and death.
He said, I set before you life and death, read.
Blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. This
is what the Lord say. You got to choose life for you and your children to live.
Mm-hmm.
Because just because they can't see it, you got to be the one to see it. It said camps need to collaborate. Y'all powerful brothers deserve much more views. We don't collaborate with everybody all around the nation. From the East Coast to the West Coast, we don't collaborate with everybody. And everything in between. I mean, shoot, I know we've been Battle Axes for at least 8 years, so at least. So we've been pushing it for a while. But a lot of us the leaders, most of us been in the truth for over a decade, so decade or better. Some of us been over there 12, 13 years, 14 years. So yeah. Been in the truth pushing it for a while. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to the what that brother. You see, once you put them on skates, they don't want to answer no questions no more.
Nope.
I asked Wendy. I said, Wendy, is the Old Testament read the earth is a footstool. This is not going to be God's rest place. He says it's not going to be God. If you say God is Christ, how would you say this? I'm gonna show you how easy things can be. We're gonna go back to this. This is how easy these questions run. Everybody know Christ is the Son of God. We know that. Mm-hmm. If you do the Lord's Prayer, go to Matthew chapter 6 and verse 10. Start at verse 9 and read 9 and 10. Let's see if Wendy Kirkland is wrong. Now you say Wendy. When Kirkland is wrong. Read that.
The book of Matthew, chapter 6. You said start at verse 9?
Start at verse 9. We're going to read 9 and 10.
Verse 9. This is after this manner. Therefore pray ye, our Father, which art in heaven.
It's talking about our Father that's in heaven, right? What color is the letter?
Red.
This is Christ talking. We just answering both questions at one time. It's talking about, Christ is talking about his Father that's in heaven. So that lets you know God and Christ is not the same thing because his Father is in heaven, right? Mm-hmm. We answering both questions at the same time, right? Read it.
Hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
He said, thy kingdom come where?
Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
Meaning what? Hold on, Junior. The kingdom gonna come in earth just like it is in heaven. Let's answer both questions. How your kingdom is in heaven, I'm gonna have my kingdom on earth. This is what Christ said. Just answer both questions. That's why I say they doctrine it's so many holes in it. Right? Mm-hmm. So many holes in their doctrine, man. Right? They had no and all the new brothers and sisters in the chat, y'all make sure y'all put this in y'all want to ever look up something to see what kind of doctrine our people in, type in to your Google search. No, we'll type in what is doctrine of the Nicolaitans. And if you don't know how to spell it, go to Revelations chapter 2 and verse 6, and it show you how to spell the word Nicolaitans. Just give them one. They'll be good. Right? We want to make sure because let me see. Let me see. The doctrine of by Lamb and the Nicolaitans. Where we gonna go? Okay, let's go back. Let's dive deeper of the AI. Do y'all like? Do you mess with that?
I don't know if click it.
I'm gonna get off of it too.
That's just the theory of a robot.
Paper Christ is. Okay. I don't know who pays it. Vanity City Church.
All the terms that we read over, all the doctrine that builds up what they believe in is exactly what people learn in the seminary school.
So, as we, like you say, let's go back to the top.
That antinomianism.
No, let's go back before that. The Nicolaitan doctrine. Like when we started out reading, this is how you debunk a Christian. Cause we know they got a brother on I don't even want to get a platform, but he be trying to debunk Israelites and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Say, brother, you got the doctrine of the Nicolaitans, brother. And I can prove that. This is how you stump, man. I'm telling you, man, everybody going on offense, man. I'm this defense, I'm gonna play defense because that's the easiest thing for us to do. No, it's time to put them on offense, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's time to put them on offense. Read the Nicolaitan doctrine was.
The Nicolaitan doctrine was a heresy in early Christianity.
So hold on. This was a heresy. This wasn't nothing good. This was a heresy in the early Christianity. Read.
That perverted grace.
It said, hold on. What did it do?
Perverted grace.
And just the same thing religion do. It perverts grace.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about our people are perverted by God's grace. Dang, that's the trick bag. That's the trick bag. That is the trick bag. Is God's grace. That's the trick bag. Because when you don't have God's grace, then when you got God's grace, oh man, I'm free to do everything. No, you're not free to do what you want to do. What it say, baby girl, baby boy? This you can't do what you want to do.
Sure.
Right? It said it perverted grace. Read
into a license for sin.
Listen, let's see. That's Puritanism, man. That's tenderism at its finest.
Nicholism.
Right? That's the doctrine of the Nicolaitan.
God.
In Revelation, God said he was going to dwell with mankind.
Did he pervert grace into the license of sin?
Hey, no. Hey, hold on. When Kirkland, you gonna have to concede about you thinking Christ being, you gonna have to concede about you thinking Christ being God. You finna concede, man. Or you gonna have to go, man. You finna concede right now. I answered your question. Is Christ the Son of God? That's what we asking you right now. Or you finna go. Is Christ the Son of God? Or you finna go. I promise you finna go. Because we can't keep playing these games. Is Christ the Son of God? Win Kirkland 9917. It's Wendy Kirkland. You finna, I said, yeah, it's Wendy Kirkland 9917. Is Christ the son of the Mashiach Yahweh?
Yea or nay?
Become. Is Christ the son? Look, man. Hey.
About 86.
I will. But if you look at it, my name of my class called Hour of Power. That's why you see 2 hours on there. You don't see 2 hours. I be most of the time when I do my classes be on a Monday or a Tuesday, and it be like quick in and out because you know how people attention span sometimes really ain't that long. I have a whole bunch a lot of time. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something how I do my class. I write down a lot of stuff. You see this? I write down a lot of stuff. This is probably 2 weeks worth of stuff. Like this. And y'all think is it? No, sir. Watch this. I'm talking about in 2 weeks. This is how my stuff be going, just like this. This 2 weeks. I have a lot of stuff written down. I just don't do a lot of stuff. I have a lot.
If Jesus is not God, how you say you're not gonna answer the question?
You not look, Wendy Kirkland. You not answering the question. Are we trying to? I don't want to kick. I don't want to kick Wendy Kirkland. I want her to understand it. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 30. See what they say. Verse 4. Is that verse 4? Yeah. We're gonna go to the Old Testament and see what they say.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 30, verse 4.
Verse 4, read it.
Who have ascended up into the heavens?
He said, who ascended up into heaven, read.
Or descended.
Or descended, who descended down to heaven, read.
Who have gathered the wind in his fist.
What person can gather the wind in his fist? That's the Most High God, read it.
Who have bound the waters in his garment.
Uh-huh.
Who have established all the ends of the earth.
Who established all the ends of the earth, read.
What is his name?
What is this God's name, read.
And what is his son's name?
Why is it saying that, man? Why is it saying that, literally, man? Wendy Kirkland, you gonna have to know, you not going from this. I'm talking about you finna play some defense today. It asks you, what is this God's name and what is his son's name? Read.
If thou canst tell.
If you can tell, you're gonna have to tell us today. Right? And we're gonna give you the precept to show you where even Christ is saying the same thing. Go to John chapter 3 and verse 13. He's saying the same thing in the New Testament. He's finna explain who the Son is. He said, what is his name and what is his son's name? Christ finna tell you who is the son's name right here. Let's go, and we got to read it.
The book of John, chapter 3, verse 13.
Uh-huh.
And no man hath ascended up to heaven.
It said no man hadn't sitting up to heaven reading.
But he that came down from heaven, even the Son of Man, which is in heaven.
So who got ascended to heaven? Who was that? The Son of Man was brought here. And he's the one that ascended there. Because after Christ died, what happened? He came down. What is he came down as the word of the Most High God? What happened? He died and he was what? He ascended up and he came back down again. Just to do what? Show you what? That he was the Son of the Most High God. Mm-hmm. I don't where is we get this from? Where do we get this from? How Christ came down as the word of God through the lineage of Joseph. How Christ, guess what, kept the laws perfectly in the flesh. How he died for it to give us grace. Then he went back into the heavens and he brought back down here to make known that Christ was the Son of God. And guess what he did? He left and went right back into the heavens again. That's why he said, who had ascended and who had descended? What is his name and what is his son's name? God dang it, this is crazy. He had to literally show the disciples that he was what? He was the Son of the Most High God, man. Right? That's why. That's why you see what I'm talking about. Abraham. I'm talking about I'm talking about it's so many precepts, man. We could go on for days. I'm talking about go on for days. But you see, one or two precepts that you could have kind of hung up on, and now the whole Bible negated. That's you know what? That's utterly madness, man. That's utterly madness. At least Wendy Kirkland, you 9917, you tried, but get that doctrine of the Nicolaitans off of you, man. Right? Let's go back to that Nicolaitan doctrine was. We're gonna read that. We're gonna read that whole paragraph, man. We're finna get up out of here, man.
You want to go back to the Nicolaitan?
Yeah. Go back to the Nicolaitan.
The Nicolaitan doctrine was a heresy in early Christianity that perverted grace into a license for sin.
Make sure y'all had that for y'all family, man, or friends, or whoever. But guess what? Even if guess what, you ain't got enough understanding to bring that to them, guess what? Hold it in the chamber, study on it, and see if it's real. Don't just take it. Don't just take our word for it. See if it's a real thing.
Yeah.
Right? Read it.
That perverted grace into a license for sin, promoting sexual immortality, participation in idolatrous feasts,
right?
Eating food sacrificed to idols under the guise of Christian freedom.
And this was up under the guise of Christian freedom. What you at? Okay, right. Go read on.
They taught that physical actions didn't matter for salvation.
So that meaning what? This right here covers them when they talking about sex was the completion of marriage. Now the physical acts don't mean anything, right? If you just, that's why when you have sex now in the world, if you was in the world you had sex, you just committed a sin. That's it, right? Read.
And participation in idolatrous feasts, eating food sacrificed to idols under the guise of Christian freedom.
Read.
Taught that physical actions, Salakia, didn't matter for salvation.
It didn't matter for salvation. Read.
Blurring the lines between sacred and profane.
And that's what the Lord saying in Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 26. The Lord said they put no difference between the holy and the profane. He literally saying this. We'll go read it. Oh, what you got? We're gonna read it again. We done read it once, we're gonna read it again. I got it. You stay where you at, Ehud. It's the book of Ezekiel chapter 22 and verse 26. Her priests have violated my laws. They have profaned my holy things. They have put no difference between the holy and the profane. Neither have they shewed difference between the unclean and the clean, and have hid their eyes from my Sabbaths, and I am profaned among them. This is literally. That's why I say it literally started before Christ, but they found the way they used Christ into making it. They used Christ into making it. Oh, he died for this, so now we ain't got to do it again. No, fool, you make it. You just doing what you want to do. You can't just do what you want to do. It don't go that way, right? Read on. No, go back to the thing.
Okay. All right. And let's see here. A concept Yahweh strongly condemned as lawlessness and likened to Balaam sin.
So guess what? Them doing this, he said Christ strongly condemned them for this. So that meaning Christ, when he was walking the planet, what was he do? He was condemning them for thinking God's laws is done away. He was condemning them for that. Right? That's why you think the Lord withered that tree away, man. Right? Well, let's read. This doctrine
encouraged believers to compromise with pagan culture, leading to spiritual corruption and a disregard for holiness.
That's why you got people. That's why you can have a Christian in the comment go back and forth, just like you say. And this is the doctrine that y'all got. Y'all believe that the grace takes away the laws. I can't see how you, man. This is This is I'm like a Edomite woman. I just clutch my pearls, man. I just want to clutch my damn pearls, huh? If the doctrine of Nicolaitans didn't help you out, go to the antonism. Okay. The tendonism. Go to the antonism / tendonism, man.
Nominalism.
Antinomianism. Antinomianism. It's an antinomianism. That's it. It's antinomianism / tendonism.
God. You want the simple terms or?
No, go to the belief that Christians are.
Oh, I just clicked on the word itself to give you the definition of it. But I go back. The belief that Christians are not bound by God's moral law, as grace covers all sin.
So they think grace covers all. And guess what they do? Do you think they don't think grace covers all sins? They literally think grace covers all sins.
They blanket that would come as you
are. I'm talking about they literally think that grace come with. I'm talking about they think it cover everything. I
tell you, these will be the people that try to argue with Christ. We out there arguing.
I'm talking about never knew you.
Yeah.
That's why if I'm telling you, it's got so much a stronghold on our people that do this religion. It's got so much of a stronghold on them to the point they don't feel like they doing nothing wrong. And they feel like we doing everything wrong. They really feel that way. But according to the Most High God, you doing that wrong. According to Christ, you doing that wrong, man. Because y'all know your house shot he never. Now click on that word antonism.
Yeah. Antinomianism.
Antinomianism, read.
Let's see here. Against and nomos laws. That's in the ancient Greek. Is a term used to describe any view which rejects law or legalism and argues against moral, religious, or social norms, or is at least considered to do so. So
this thing argues, that's the reason why they argue against what? Everything about God's law.
Let me read this part right here. It also is a theological stance primarily associated with Christianity.
Hold on. You see how they go? It literally is there.
Yeah.
I'm talking, it's there. Mm-hmm. Read that again. We just want to tie it in.
God. It says antinomianism is a theological stance primarily associated with Christianity.
So why just let you know? This thing literally let you know. Antinomianism is a theological stance primarily associated with Christianity. Yep. I'm telling you. So guess what? That's why they can disguise the doctrine of the Nicolaitans by putting a word like antinomianism. Mm-hmm. So it's not the doctrine of the Nicolaitans anymore. They can say antinomianism. Yep. Say, brother, you dealing in antinomianism. No, if you go back to the root word, where it's going back to is what? The doctrine of the Nicolaitans, which what? Yep. Christ hate. Right? Yep. And with that, we give our 100 praises to the Most High, the Son, Yahushua. We thank you, brothers and sisters, for tuning in. Y'all y'all share the video, y'all help us push the truth around the four corners of the earth. Mm-hmm. The law we going in today is Leviticus chapter 10 and verse 10. Yeah. All right. We hope your brothers and sisters got some good edification today. I hope y'all enjoying y'all day off, because we damn sure enjoying our day off. Yeah. Right?
The book of Leviticus, chapter 10, verse 10. And that ye may put difference between holy and unholy. And between unclean and clean.
Right? Read it on.
And that ye may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Lord has spoken unto them by the hand of Moses.
And with that, we give our honor and praise to the Most High and Son, Yahushua. Y'all share the video. Y'all help us push the truth around the four corners of the earth. They want to say shalom.
Shalom.